Okay, so the first puzzle I do want to re-explain is Pete's Cafe. Because this part, I will be real, I've gotten the answer using the wrong method. So I'll just explain. So earlier how I said about the circle thing with scrambled eggs and how it basically is you want to like unscramble the words, that is kinda true. But there's another thing to take note that instead of looking at the posters in a number of the order, like I said from 0 to 9, um, if you look over here, the price changed from $15.50 to $12.35. Now guess what? Judging from this, you are supposed to be able to tell if you did the method right. You should be able to see that there's 4 unique numbers there. 4 unique numbers, part of the code, right? 4-digit code, but it's wrong. So that means that there must be something else above that layer. So you want to look, and then you realize that, oh wait, it's numbers. So you have to read that while I am round, that's the first one you should check because the first one is 1. Second one you should look at is 2. I can't find it. Please someone help me. Is it this one? No, that's 3. Um, no, that's 7. Oh, wait, it's this one probably. Ah, yes. I am not a pizza base. So now you want to read number 7, which is, oh wait, is that one which I checked? This one, I lost track of it. This one. I can't use my hands to count. I can't use my hands to count. And then number 5 is, that's 6. Oh wait, that's 0, right? Yeah. But I have numbers on my face. So from this so I could like quickly type out, but even though it's round, it's not pizza base. It can't use their hands to count. If I see it right. Yeah, I can't use my hands to count. Yeah, I can't use my hands to count, but I have numbers on my face. So from this, you should be able to tell, like I said, you should be able to tell that, hey, it's a clock, and what else is a clock? It's right over here. And then you read the time, blah blah blah. You read the time is 12 35. So that means you go to click 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 click, boom. This is how you get that penny over here, that quarter. So that's how you solve the poster puzzle in Pete's Cafe. Okay, the next puzzle I do want to talk about next is this lights puzzle. So I did mention on how you're supposed to read this for dragon to get 2 and this train for 3, but how do you know that? So remember how I said about the not this one, sorry, my bad. How this where is it? Effectively the flashing lights. So instances of flickering and or broken lights. So you want to keep an eye on the ones which are broken or flickering lights, and if you look from this angle here, you realize that the first one, which is flashing, is the dragon poster. The second one, which is flashing in general, is this one, which I've already talked about on how you get 19. And the final one is this poster around this area about the sun being there. So if you look back at this area, this dragon over here, there's a dragon, the dragon I mentioned. It's rated number 2 on movie on streaming. So we know the first digit is 2. Then because of the puzzle which I talked about previously on this, watch the chapter 2 video if you haven't. This should give you a next 2 digits on 19, which is 19. So 219. Finally, you see this one about the moon, sun, whatever it is, the sun always rises on the 3rd Avenue. And even better, yeah, the sun always rises on the 3rd Avenue, which is actually this poster you're supposed to keep an eye on. So because of this, you should get the code 2193 because of this order, 2193. And yeah, sorry for the poor explanation, but now I know. The next one I The third puzzle I do want to explain is about this trash puzzle over here. On this, take out the trash for the first digit of this. So I did talk about how I did it, but I never explained how you're supposed to actually get to this part on the note with this. So I'll quickly try to explain it. I'd like to thank this one person for commenting on it and just actually bring my attention to how it's actually solved, because honestly sometimes I do the wrong way and I didn't check the hints at that time, if I'm gonna be real. So I'll just explain it over there. So first, take out the trash. Okay, go take out the trash. Okay, but now it says clean the keyboard, so you want to go check the keyboard. Turn off AC. Okay, let's turn off the AC and then turn the lights off. Okay, but you realize that you want to turn the lights off right over here. Reset the manhole code, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, sorry, I forgot which one is the manhole code. Oh yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, it's this thing, my bad. Sweep up the broken tile, which is this over here. As you can see, is broken. Then you see this note over here, which like I said, do algebra and you should get a total of 4 times moon, which is 4, 16, minus 2 of the sun, which is 14. Is it, if I'm, wait, is it 14? 4 times moon. Yeah, 4 times moon. Oh yeah, 16 minus that is 2. Yeah, 2. So you should be able to get 2 for as the first digit for this manhole code. Wait, no, is it 4 times moon? 2 times sun? No, yeah, it's 2. Sorry, I was hallucinating for 1 second. Okay, so the next explanation I want to do is this mug puzzle for Thomas Slade. So if you watch the video on how it works, you would know that basically this puzzle is kinda used for like to solve for which mug Thomas Slade is using, so that you could get his DNA, right? So you could get his DNA and basically get the DNA of Thomas Slade to open his locker. So I noticed that some of you are confused on how you get it. So once again, I'll use the trusty, very handy whiteboard. So let's see how you get from puzzle 1 to puzzle 2. So in a nutshell, this is like a snake. Like I say, this is, oh my gosh, shut up. This is like a snake, you know. Oh, sorry, this is wrong. This is supposed to be here. Let this red circle be this black dot that you see from all the puzzles, and the gray squares are the gray circles, and the white ones are the white circles. Simple as that, right? So let's see how you go from this. So you see that it seems like this gray circle just, let's look at the 3x3 first, the gray and the white. So firstly, this thing seems to move up here, but this thing seems to move up here. So essentially this is like a snake. In case how can I rotate this? Oh my god, I really can't. Okay, I can't rotate it, but if you notice and look in a different direction, you will essentially realize that this is like a snake. So I'll just do this as a, so it's like this. It's like a clockwise, it's like a snake going clockwise motion, you know? Kinda like this. Actually no, I'll leave this here so that you guys can actually visualize it better. And this is how we get to puzzle 2, because it just moves everything, rotate everything by 1. And then if you don't trust me, here's puzzle 3. So I just move everything like this. I move everything clockwise motion, you know, and boom, you go from this to this. So we could do this again for 4. I'll do it just for you guys. So this is 4, as you can see. This is 5. This is 6. I'll take it slow so that like people won't like get confused on what happened. But if you want, just skip by a few seconds. It doesn't take that long for me to finish. This is 7. And finally, pattern 8. If you do the same pattern as what I've been doing all this time, you'll realize that the gray will be in this position. This is what you should be looking for from a mug, this pattern. And if you do not believe it, then I'll do another one. I'll do it again, this same pattern, to show you that we're onto the 9th position. Yeah, and we just made one whole circle. So yeah, this is how you solve the gray part. But what about the black dot? So it's the same thing. It's like a counterclockwise snake as well, except it's only going diagonals. So here, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 is right over here. So essentially, the final mug that you should look out for is the gray circles being in this position with the black dot in the middle right position. I hope this helps explain the mug puzzle on how to find out figuring out which is Thomas Slade's mug based on this. Okay, so the last puzzle I do want to cover is this X-ray light box puzzle. So I know that the explanation is kinda shit. I did the best I could and I didn't use the whiteboard at that time, but hey, now we've implemented a whiteboard, so it shouldn't be as bad anymore. Trust me. So let's start off with oh my god, I forgot this exists. sorry, I haven't used this for so long. I haven't explained shit in so long. Give me some time. Right? So let's just zoom in here so that we can read what this is all about here. Let's just focus on this first, okay? So let's read the instructions on how the input history works and the light indicators. So firstly, so the main key thing that you want to look out for is the light indicators, okay? So this is the incorrect symbol. Basically, it's like wrong symbol at all. This is the correct symbol but in the wrong place, and this is the correct symbol and the right place. So basically, this is like wordle, okay? This is like wordle, except there's a twist to this wordle. As they specify, the order of the lights will not correlate to the order of the symbols entered. They only tell you the number of correct, partially correct, and incorrect symbols. With that said, now we understand why it looks like a complicated mess, because it is meant to be a complicated mess. They only specify how many wrongs, then how many partially wrong, and then how many fully correct. You know? So let's go to how we end up getting the final code. So, okay, first let's look at these two. Okay, both of them have 1 wrong and 2 partially rights. So what is common between these two? The 2 square and star. So we know the square and the star both are part of the final solution, but obviously they are in the wrong position. The only thing we do not know is there are 2 possible outcomes from this. Oh my god, this looks so ugly. Oh my god. There's only 2 possible outcomes from this. One is diamond is yellow. Okay, either diamond is the yellow and basically the heart. Oh my god, see, now you know why I'm not an artist. This is the full proof of me not being an artist. So now you know the heart. Oh my god, this looks so ass. Oh, sorry, give me a sec. the heart and the arrow up are wrong, or um or if I could write, or diamond is wrong. So already we can tell that these two are yellow immediately from the spot, right? So the next thing we want to look out for are these two. We know that yellow is already, the star is already yellow, so these two, they are all referring to the star here, okay? So with that said, we then realize that like, okay, give me a sec. We then realize that, hey, wait a minute. We see that, okay, never mind, sorry. So then we realize that this has 3 wrong, okay, and this has 1 green all of a sudden. So from the shift of this to this, the only change is the diamond to heart, which went from wrong to green. That means that not only we know that heart is in the final solution, but it is in the 3rd position of the spot. And because of this, we now know that this can be erased, and we know that diamond is not part of the final solution at all, which means that the final solution has also an arrow, up arrow in it, okay? So now that we know this, we know that the heart is the 3rd position. We want to figure out that next we want to know which is 2nd, we want to know which is 1st, and we want to know which one is the 4th. Okay, so this is where the last 3 comes in. Firstly, this one over here, we already know that heart is in 3rd, so we immediately can tell that okay, let me use a different color so that let me use the same color for, okay, I just erase this. Yeah, I just erase all of this first, because we don't need those now. Okay? I hope you understand this part. So now we know that heart is yellow because we already confirmed that heart is the 3rd. We already know that sorry, the 2 reds are for both circle and diamond, because we know they're not part of the final solution, because we know that these 3 are part of the final solution and not these 2, meaning that this final one, the green, is represented by the square. So we now know that the square is the 4th position, right? Understood? You can pause and rewind back, don't worry, I don't care, sorry. Next, we want to look at this position over here, yeah, over there. So basically, this is very straightforward as well. We already know that there is no, these 2 are not here, meaning that these 2 are the greens, and hey, it turns out that this over here is this, and this over here is this. Okay, so you can use the last one to check your answer. There's no diamond, so there's no diamond, so it's the red, that means not in the position. Then we know the yellows are basically these 2, because they swap position compared to the first one, and this is not right. And finally, the green one is basically the heart in the 3rd position, which we've already established. So yeah, that's the explanation on the X-ray lightbox puzzle. You just input the code in the order of star, upper arrow case, heart, and square. So yeah, that is the lightbox puzzle. That's also the end of this video. This video might be shorter than usual on the explanation parts, but I'm only like taking a little bit like like it's like I only take a little bit of the puzzles which I think I explained wrongly or poorly elaborated on, and I just put it all in this one video. So if you are confused, just share. If you know someone's confused, share this video. I don't know, really. Do whatever you want with this video. I don't know. Just watch me yap. Will I do beginner rooms? Absolutely not. Will I do chapter 6? Yes, definitely. Someday I'll do when it comes out, of course. But will I still be continuing making thumbnail content on explanation rooms? Yes, because I've seen other people do it, and I think they're all shit at doing so. I'm gonna say they all are shit at doing so. So, yeah, I don't regret what I just said, and yeah, have a nice day. See ya. Go take a nap or something.